Hello, it's Claire Haynes from the Caribbean Health and Nutrition Chronicles. Today is the 2nd of June 2015. I hope you had a great weekend. I know I certainly did. I attended the ABC Bikini Fitness competition held at the Foundation School on Saturday. So I want to congratulate the ladies for entering the competition. For many of them it was their first time. I'm sure those who attended will also agree with me when I say that they look truly stunning, healthy and fit. I also want to congratulate Kenny Griffith and his team for organizing the event and for training and coaching the ladies. So last week was Throwback Thursday and I posted a TED Talk I did called How the Catelli Girl Got Out the Box. If you haven't had a chance to watch it, it's on YouTube and also on my Facebook page. Today, I want to share in a bit more detail with you what some of those health challenges were. I'm a little nervous to do this because health is obviously quite personal. We live in a small island and people are fearful of doing this because stigmas can be attached, judgment, criticism. But today I want to make an effort to come out of that box, to hopefully share useful information and to inspire other people to do the same. So what happened exactly? Well, to start off with, my eating habits were what most people would probably consider normal. I didn't eat a lot of junk food per se, but I definitely had my weaknesses, which were chocolate, bread and pasta. I remember going to BCC and community college every morning before I went to class. I had to stop at the bookshop and get my chocolate fix. My lunchtime was the standard macaroni pie, French fries lathered in ketchup, mustard and mayonnaise, plenty salt bread cutters. Yeah, I know y'all community college and UV students know exactly what I'm talking about. Here's the thing though, when I was about to graduate from UE, I started to experience this really intense pain in my side. I didn't know what the cause was, and some days the pain would be accompanied by really bad bloating. I also started to get like this really strange pain, discomfort in my joints, particularly in my fingers and in my knees. So because it started to hamper with my everyday activities, I decided to go to the doctor to get it checked out. I went for quite a bit of time. We did tests, we did exams, I took medications, but nothing really seemed to work. When I landed my first full-time job managing a health clinic here in Barbados, it took me about a month before I felt comfortable telling the consultant what I was going through. He explained to me that I would probably have to do a sugar detox, which meant that I had to avoid foods like bread, pasta, anything with refined sugar, rice, potatoes, and for at least a month I would have to avoid fruit. I felt lost. I really didn't know where to begin. He gave me some more nutritional recommendations. He also put me on the appropriate supplementation, and I will never forget day 3 of that detox. I felt horrible. I was lying next to my gran. I was shaking. I was sweating. My throat was on fire. I remember her looking at me and she was like, "Claire, is there anything that you want to share with me?" I said to her, "Well, Gran, I'm detoxing from sugar, and if this is the reaction that I'm getting, then I have to wonder if sugar is like a drug or is a drug." It took me about 3 months before I started to feel better. The pain definitely started to subside and my energy levels increased, which I wasn't expecting at all. I didn't even realize my energy levels were low. Yes, I know what you're asking. You want me to talk a bit more about the food. And I will tell you this much. I learned that I was in nowhere drinking the amount of water that I should have been drinking on a daily basis. I learned that I was very lazy when it came to food prep, depending on the same foods every day. I also learned about salads and eating more vegetables. The clinic where I worked was very close to Mamma Mia's, an Italian restaurant on the south coast of Barbados. And I was a regular patron at Mamma Mia's. I ate a lot of feta cheese on my vegetables, which I love, and I still do to this day buy feta cheese. I also experimented with gluten-free products, which was the first time for me because I could not have macaroni cheese and bread. And on that note, I've often wondered, how is it that macaroni pie has evolved to be our local dish, one of our local dishes? Because Um, I've never seen any wheat farms in Barbados or in the Caribbean. I don't know, I just find it a little confusing. But anyway, back to the topic. I also learned about discipline. I learned that there were a lot of foods that I had to avoid, and sometimes saying no was really hard. But thankfully, the consultant, Lawrence Mass, he was very supportive, very encouraging, and sometimes you need that. You need that person to encourage you on the days when saying no is just almost impossible. The big question that people ask me is, does everyone have to detox from sugar? I will be covering more on intolerances, sensitivities, and allergies as I develop this platform, but I will say this much, that a period of abstaining from refined sugars and to some degree wheat for some people is a pretty beneficial process to go through under the right guidance. I do not advise diabetics especially to do this on their own. You're more than likely on medication, which will affect your blood sugar as well. So you should seek some help from your doctor, along with your nutritionist or dietitian. But even if you are healthy, sometimes getting that guidance can just make the process that much easier. I felt amazing by month 3, and I haven't really ever looked back. I avoid certain foods now. There's some foods like my chocolates that I will still eat, but I keep them as my cheat foods primarily on a weekend. And my body sort of feels like it's developed a calibration system. So if I veer too far off of my 80-20 rule, I can pick up on it really fast. And that's a really important thing that happens when you go on this type of health journey, is that you develop a connection with yourself. So that when your body is functioning efficiently and something goes wrong, you know, and you can do something about it. A lot of people get accustomed to functioning at a low level, to being ill, and that's a really sad thing, because health is everyone's divine right to be healthy. No, without health, you can't spend time with family and friends, you can't make money or spend money. You can't enjoy life if you're not healthy. Health is one of the few things that if you invest in, you're guaranteed some return. So ladies and gentlemen, that's most of my story for today. I hope you found the information useful. Maybe for some of you, it will help you to readdress your health concerns, or to start looking at achieving some health goals that you've been putting off for some time. Maybe for some of you, it's just a confirmation that you're on the right track. If you want to come out of your comfort zone and share your story here at Caribbean Health and Nutrition Chronicles, you know where to find me on Facebook. If you just have some suggestions or thoughts, feel free to leave them in the comment box as well. And remember, if I can, you can. And if you can, we can.